for the Atlanta Falcons season takes a massive turn for the worse and nearly drowns in the Three Rivers. Joining the cast in the hospital ward is their starting defensive tackle, Brady Jarrett. A devastating blow for a defense shot to pieces. In yet another embarrassing affair, the flightless death rats unleashed a horrific sickness upon their fanbase and shot themselves in the dick repeatedly. The autopsy to the team reveals the cause of death being, well, everything. A few unnecessary penalties, more drunken play calling by Sarkisian, the offensive line collapsing like the lungs of these Falcons, and that defense. Oh boy, that defense is something special, ain't it? The Falcons' D is a lot like a Fabergé egg. Ornate, delicate, and beautiful. And then some bastard shoved it against the wall, shattering it into a billion pieces and exposing its hollow remains. James Conner bull rushes the carcass and pisses on its ashes. By the way, have another in-game injury to Tack McKinley. Oh yes, Tack. Big Ben saw you, and you cramped up like the defense did. At least Alfred can try to help you out. Oh wait, his ass got third-degree burns by Antonio Brown. Pass rush because I saw them. The Falcons in their once hyped season were beaten by a series of painful defeats and embarrassments that make 28-3 almost look routine. In a stacked NFC South, Atlanta is the odd ones looking inward. At 1-4, the season is all but finished in name. Will Matt Ryan and the offense find ways to bail them out? Oh right, the defense is still wrecking shit. As for you, succeed with the talent at your disposal will probably cost games. After at least for one to Toronto without going to the Super Bowl. And he themselves. The Falcons play will fade.
There's nothing like a strong
fans, my name is John Solo, and today is a special day because once again we are diving into the messed up origins of one of your favorite fairy tales, Rapunzel. So far, Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, and while each of those has been incredibly messed up in their own ways, Rapunzel might be the most interesting story we've covered so far. The absolutely genius minds over creative ways to make connections between the Grimm Brothers story and their version of the fairy tale. Speaking of which, sit back, relax, and hit that like button. Beginning of about a golden flower that has magical healing powers and a creepy old woman who uses that magic to stay young. After a few centuries go by, the queen of the kingdom comes down with an unknown sickness while pregnant. She uses that flower's magic to cure herself of the illness, and the healing powers end up being passed on to her daughter Rapunzel in the form of long golden hair. Unfortunately, that creepy old woman from earlier needs that magic to survive, and with the flower no longer in play, she decides to kidnap Rapunzel and lock her in the Eventually, Rapunzel does discover the truth, and after 2, and after saving Eugene's life and being reunited with her parents, she lives happily ever after. Believe it or not, I just saw Tangled for the first time last night, and wow was I missing out. It's kind of a shame I didn't take that much time to enjoy the happy ending, because almost immediately after finishing it, I looked up the original story of Rapunzel, and let's just say sometimes ignorance is bliss. And by the way, similar to last episode, I'm going to be drawing some of the illustrations for this story. So any pictures you see that look like they were drawn by a kindergartner who hasn't figured out he's left-handed yet, I get credit for those. Anyway, very similar to a lot of their other stories, as a matter of fact, with a man and his pregnant wife landing themselves in a lot of trouble. One thing you'll notice about the Grimm brothers is there's always some sort of pregnancy-related drama. The man and his wife are both really excited about the baby on the way, but as you know, with pregnancy comes pregnancy cravings. Some ladies crave ice cream, others want pickles, and others want a mix of both. This particular woman craved a plant called a rampion, and it just so happened that her bedroom window overlooked the garden of her neighbor, where a bed of rampions grew. An important detail, that neighbor was a witch. So the woman knew there would be no way for her to get her hands on the rampion, and naturally, as time went on, she craved it more and more. She became noticeably ill when her husband asked her what was wrong, and she replied that if she wasn't able to get some of the rampion from the neighbor's garden behind her house, she would surely die. Apparently, people were diagnosing themselves with deadly diseases long before WebMD came around. Naturally, the woman's husband, who loved her dearly, thought, I don't want her to die, so I'm gonna go get some of that plant myself. And to his wife's delight, that's exactly what he did. Just climbed over the wall separating his property from the witch's and pulled that rampion right out of the ground. Only the next day, after already eating what her husband stole for her, she craved rampion even more. So once again, the man snuck onto his neighbor's property, only this time he found himself face to face with the witch. Initially, she was angry about the intrusion, but after the man explained his situation and why he did what he did, she softened up a little bit and offered him a deal. In exchange for all the rampion in her garden, he would give her his child once it was born, and she promised to raise it like it was her own. Now, most people would probably say, no. But you gotta remember, this man is face to face with a known witch who just caught him trespassing and stealing. So when his child passed, he agreed to. His wife gives birth to the baby, the witch names her Rapunzel, takes her away from him immediately, and raises her like it's her own daughter until she turns 12. This is when she decides to take her into the forest with her sage dwarves. When the witch would visit Rapunzel, she would get in the tower by saying, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Rapunzel would do just that, and the witch would climb it 75 feet up to get to her. The story described Rapunzel's hair as being 20 ells long, which according to my research is about 75 feet. Even if you think she's evil, you gotta admit climbing up a 75-foot rope is pretty impressive for an old lady. I'm 99% sure my grandma couldn't do that. Maybe if there's a this system between Rapunzel and the witch goes on for another 2 years, when it just so happens a prince walking by the tower hears Rapunzel singing. Initially he's disappointed because he can't see a way into the tower, but after doing a little spying, he figures out how to get to the top. One day he impersonates the witch and calls for Rapunzel to let down her hair. He climbs up it, and at first Rapunzel is frightened by his appearance, half because she's expecting the witch, but half because the guy's a sweet talker, so not only does he convince Rapunzel to Netflix and chill with him, he convinces her to marry him. The two are not the brightest couple out there, though, because Rapunzel says that she has no way of leaving the tower, and neither of them think to just cut her hair off and climb down. So instead of taking her home with him, the prince comes to the tower every night, and you can probably guess what that means. They have a pretty good system going until one day Rapunzel says to the witch, why are my clothes getting so much tighter? And the witch realizes that she's pregnant, which means she's been having a visitor. Funny side note, that's what happens in the first ever version of the story, but after it was edited to be made more appropriate, Rapunzel says to the witch straight up, why do you seem so much heavier than the prince when you're climbing up to see me? Just an FYI, since Rapunzel doesn't seem to know, it's probably never a good idea to call your kidnapper fat while simultaneously telling them you're getting a secret visitor. As you would expect, old lady Gothel is furious at her discovery, and as punishment, she cuts off all of Rapunzel's hair and strains her out in the desert to die. Note that I called the witch Old Lady Gothel. Her actual name in the story is Old Dame Gothel, but Old Lady Gothel just sounds better to me. It's pretty cool how entangled Rapunzel calls her mother Gothel because she thinks it's her mom. I assume in this story she realizes she's just an old lady like Old Lady Jones. The wickedness of Old Lady Gothel doesn't stop at the desert though. When the prince arrives at the tower for his nightly conjugal visit, she baits him inside using Rapunzel's hair, and then once he gets to the top, she reveals that Rapunzel will be lost in the desert forever. The prince is heartbroken at the news and immediately throws himself in the tower trying to commit suicide. Unfortunately, he survives and lands face first into some vines that poke his eyes out so he can no longer see. He wanders around the forest for years, living off roots and berries and weeping for his lost wife, until somehow, presumably through the power of true love, he wanders into the desert that Rapunzel's been living in. Just like when he discovered the tower, he follows the sound of her singing and finds her, only this time she's got some twins with her. This means that Rapunzel had to give birth in the middle of the desert with no help from anyone, with no idea what pregnancy is or what the birth process is like. So that must have been pretty traumatizing. All her worries go out the door when she sees the prince though. She embraces him with tears of joy running down her face, and 2 of those tears land in his eyes, healing him of his blindness. You'll remember that something similar happens in Tangled. And now, with the power of 20/20 vision and his wife by his side, the prince is overjoyed, takes Rapunzel to his castle where they receive a warm welcome, and they live happily ever after. And that is the original story of Rapunzel. I hope you liked it. If that was the case, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps the channel out a lot, and it lets me know you care. Actually, let's see if we can get to 2,000 likes by the end of the week. It's been a really, really long time since we've done one. For content like this every single week, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss anything, and hit that share button to easily share this on social media with your friends and family. Speaking of which, also follow me on social media. The handles are right in front of you and links in the description. And lastly, if you have any recommendations for stories you want me to cover in the future, comment them down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, my name is John Solo. See you soon. What is going on, Disney fans? My name is John Solo, and today I've got another story that might just ruin your childhood. I am, of course, talking about the original fairy tale that inspired the Disney classic, Sleeping Beauty. In the past, we've talked about stories written by the Brothers Grimm, but here's the thing. The Grimm Brothers version of Sleeping Beauty? Not that bad. So I had to go even farther back in my research to a little story called Sun, Moon, and Talia. I must say, if you're looking for a messed up fairy tale, you're in the right place. Before we dive into that, I'll give you a quick summary of Disney's Sleeping Beauty so it's fresh in your head. Just sit back, relax, hit that like button. In Sleeping Beauty, an evil fairy who's upset she didn't get an invite to a baby shower puts a curse on the newborn Princess Aurora so that when she turns 16, she'll prick her finger at the spinning wheel. Another fairy uses her magic to soften the curse so that instead of dying, the princess will fall into a deep sleep that can only be woken with true love's kiss. The king then orders for all the spinning wheels in the kingdom to be burned, and the fairies take Aurora to a cottage in the forest to protect her. Fast forward 16 years, and Aurora, renamed Briar Rose, is still living with the fairies in the forest, totally unaware of her royal status. She happens to run into the prince while dancing with woodland creatures, and the two fall for each other instantly. Shortly after, the fairies inform Briar Rose of her royal heritage and bring her to their family's castle where they make the mistake of leaving her unoffended. She's tricked into pricking herself on a spinning wheel by the evil fairy Maleficent, and the curse of the deep sleep falls over her instantly. Prince Philip then discovers the fate of Princess Aurora and vows to save her. The good fairies help him kill Maleficent, rescue the princess, and live happily ever after. Now, wasn't that story nice? Do you really want to ruin it by listening to another story about rape and cannibalism? You do? Alright, let's get into it then. Just a heads up, I normally like to include pictures from the original story to show as I'm explaining it, but this time around I couldn't find that many, so I'm doing some of the illustrations myself. I am not claiming to be an artist. Each one is uniquely terrible in its own way. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up so you knew where these seemingly random doodles were coming from. So this story starts off with the birth of a princess named Talia. Instead of a curse being placed on her like in Sleeping Beauty, several wise men predict her future and say that she'll be put in great danger by a splinter of flax. Naturally, the king orders for all flax and anything similar to it to be taken out of the kingdom. Years go by, and one day, after Talia is grown into an adult, she spots an old woman spinning flax on a spindle outside the castle walls. She finds herself curious about the spindle because she's gone her entire life without seeing one. When she calls the old woman into the castle so she can get a better look at the instrument, a splinter of flax slides under her fingernail and she passes out instantly. Honestly, I'd probably do the same if I got a splinter under my fingernail. Once the king discovers her unconscious body, he pulls a Lord Denethor and assumes she's dead, and then turns the house that she died in into her tomb. He abandons the house never to go near it again because he's so struck with grief. But sometime later, discovers her house was hunting. He breaks in to explore, discovers Talia still unconscious, and does his best to wake her. Here's where things get weird. He doesn't think she's dead, but he also gives up by trying to wake her up. Still, he finds himself so entranced by her beauty, he makes love to her while she's asleep. He rapes her and then leaves to go back to his kingdom. But get this, the king doesn't know, but he just got Talia pregnant with a set of twins. 9 months go by and she gives birth to the babies while still unconscious. Lucky for her, some fairies, like the ones in the movie, help her out with the birthing process and then place the babies in the hospital. Somehow, one of the twins starts sucking on Talia's finger by mistake, and the splinter that was in her fingernail comes right out, and she wakes up. That is how she wakes up. A little less romantic to Finger's cancer. Even so, Talia is grateful to the babies for saving her life and decides that she'll take care of them, totally unaware they're her own kids. I wonder what that was like for her. 1 second she's trying a spindle for the first time ever, and the next second she's breastfeeding 2 babies she doesn't even know are hers. And believe it or not, the story just gets more ridiculous from here. Some more time goes by, and Talia is raising the kids in her house with the help of the same fairies from earlier who bring them food and other things they need. Eventually, the king who got Talia pregnant remembers her and visits the house once again to check on her. Imagine his surprise when he got there and she was not only